On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be celebrating episode number 50 and talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts
now.
Now.
Now!
Now.
Now!
Now.
Now!
Right?
Meow!
Now.
Now! Now!
Now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 50. 50. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Again, you guys probably know us because you've seen the show 50 times, but my name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly, and today I'm doing something super different to celebrate 50 episodes. I am having people from the community host with me, and I was like, you know what? Why should I only have one co-host, or two, or three, or four? How about 12? Because I normally do 12 setups in one episode, so I was like, all right, yeah, let's do it. And I have 12 people now waiting to co-host with me. So the first co-host today is Sam, aka Techclash. I prefer Techclash, but Sam.
Okay, just call me Techclash. It's
Okay, Techclash. I mean, Sam is your actual name, but you know, Techclash is better, so it is what it is.
I agree.
Yeah. So what's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. So to let everyone know, just say how old you are and where they can find you on the internet.
I am 15. I actually have a social hub, so you go to www.techclash.me. You will find all my social media links.
Boom. So there you go. And you're from Long Island too, right?
I am from Long Island too.
Hey, but he likes Canada more. It's the story. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this episode is probably going to be long, so we're going to try to do it as quick as possible. We have 12 setups, 12 co-hosts. Figure it out. We're going to do one setup per co-host. So the first setup today is submitted by Brad. And Brad, he didn't give us an age, so I'm a little pissed off about that, but it's okay. This is pretty interesting considering it's under a bed. I mean,
yeah,
definitely. That's, we've seen it before, but we haven't seen it a lot. So right off the bat, what do you have to say about this setup?
Well, to start, I actually had a setup like this at one point. I did have a loft bed, so I feel for him. It just kind of looks cold.
Cold?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't invite me in.
Oh, okay. So the cold, but for me, the cold never bothered me anyway. But but if you think it's cold, then you know what, Brad? You got to turn the heater on. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I would think it's pretty hot considering there's a bed right up there. So you know what I'm saying? The oven. But anyways, so what are your thoughts on the dice? The die?
It's retro. It would make me think that he was probably a little older.
Okay.
It's definitely some character. I actually really do like that.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Now, what about your thoughts on the cable management?
The thing is, it is so easy to cable manage this because of those trusses. Like, literally, you can hide so many cables behind those trusses.
Yeah.
And there's cables flying everywhere. I mean, they got the 2 cables coming from, like, the top of his bed.
Yeah.
And then you have all the cables below. And his headphone cable you can't really manage, but, like, I don't understand why it's on the chair, because it kind of just shows that it's there even more. But yeah, the ones that especially annoy me are the ones that are hanging from the top, because you could just easily zip tie those to the corners, and that's it.
So true, like the snowball especially. I mean, we shouldn't be seeing that cable so hideously. But yeah, I think that another solution is the IKEA Signum. I use promo code swashin for 0% off. Seriously though, this is another setup that you can use it for, but like you were saying, you can actually hide it with what he already has. And I personally kind of like the feel of it. I think it's warm. Is that cool if I just go against what you said? It's
fine.
Warm. I would sit there and be like, ooh, I like this. This is warm. But I do agree that maybe a little bit more personality. But how, now this is probably like one of the last questions. It's a very hard question too. How do you put personality in a setup like this where you're cramped under a freaking bed?
Okay, well, all the little walls on the sides, you could always put some type of poster on those. And especially I would think a poster behind those little like prison bar things would look really sick.
Ooh, yeah.
And also the stickers kind of annoy me because he's only showing half that little panel, and the stickers are cut off. I hate when something is like half cut off.
Yeah.
So if you move like the monitor a little bit, and then put some posters up. I like the dice though. The dice really add.
You do.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like the dice.
They make you feel warm in a cold place. Yeah, no, it's okay to feel that way. We all feel like that sometime. But yeah, so there you go. Now, these co-hosts, they don't actually score the setups. I score them for this episode because it's a lot of work. But let's just say, out of 100, you just had to throw a number at Brad's face. What would you say?
I'm gonna say 60.
60. Wow. He just failed school. His mom is gonna go beat him because he didn't get the passing 65. So
I think I had to knock down 10 points for that chair. I mean, it's pretty epic, but
okay.
I don't know what church he stole that from.
Ooh.
They
Okay.
might be upset.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go, guys. So bada bing, bada boom. That was Sam. Techclash. His link is gonna be down below. So yay, Sam, yay, Sam.
Yay.
Now let's go on to the next co-host. All right, we have our next co-host who is really excited to be here, considering he skipped school. How does that make you feel?
Kind of. Actually, it makes me feel good.
Yeah. You're not
Rather
sick,
be
right?
Sitting at my beautiful desk than in another crappy desk. Okay?
Wait, did you just start school, or what's the scenario?
Yeah. Oh, I started school 2 weeks ago, man.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Where do you live?
South.
Oh.
South America here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that explains it. So where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on YouTube/Slap Attack. Got the best videos in the entire whole of YouTube servers. So
Really?
there you go, man. Really, it's a true fact.
Wow.
Definitely tell you that. Yeah.
Wow. Because I kind of thought that was me, but I guess not.
Oh well, no, I'm sorry. That's what has been taken. Even though I missed school for you, but
Yeah. Well, someone just said in chat, Matt, why are you having kids skip school? I didn't know. I'm sorry.
He's mean.
Yeah. I was like,
He wants
do
us
it,
to
damn
have
it.
future. He wants to ruin our lives.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, so let's get into this. Let's have some fun. Let's talk about Craig's setup. Craig, man, how old do you think Craig is? Because he gave us an age, so you can take a little stab at this.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna say 17.
17.
17.
You want to know what's actually really crazy about this setup? He's only 13.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah.
I see. That's the thing with simplistic styles is that you can be 12 or like 20. That's the best part about them.
Yeah.
You can still make them look good.
Or the worst part, because you're like, yo, I don't know who this person is. He has like nothing on his wall. But yeah, so people are saying, they're like, blink if he's holding you hostage. Guys, just because he skipped school for me doesn't mean I'm holding him hostage. I swear, if you blink, I'm going to be really pissed off. Keep your eyes open for the rest of this episode. But seriously, let's get into this setup, though. He's 13, and he said, I just want to make sure that everyone knows I'm not spoiled in any way. But basically,
I understand you.
I'm sure he's a millionaire. Let's just go with that. But yeah, so this setup, I am personally not a fan, and I'm sorry, Craig. You're cool and all, but I'm not.
There's
a fan.
lot of minor things wrong with this, which all compile up to something major. For instance, I'm very knowledgeable. For instance, I guess cable management, obviously, right off the bat, it's not the best ever. But here is my biggest pet peeve of all time that you see in every single setup in your life is no freaking mic stand. Why do people not have mic stand? I mean, not mic stands, headphone stands.
Oh, it's like he's got a mic stand right there on the right side.
No, headphone stand.
Yeah.
Headphone stand.
Yeah.
They're so cheap. Like 20 to something. There's like $10 to $20 on Amazon that you can just get. And by the looks of it, this kid could afford that. So.
Whoa! He's throwing shots. No, I totally agree though.
I don't know. And the mouse is the wire is a bit messy. I mean, a mouse bungee could easily fix that. And again, I mean, I'm sure that's pretty cheap. So I mean, anybody could afford that.
Well, kids in Africa are eating dirt. I'm not sure if they could afford it, but
yeah, okay. Because clearly he's kid is from Africa.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah. Anyways, this kid has the exact same mic configuration as me. He has a blue snowball along with the newer mic stand, which is the exact same thing I have. But I don't know what's up with the pop filter over at the back there. I don't know where it's going to.
Yeah.
But the cable management down to it is just not the best ever. It's spiraling down, which makes it not free to move, so you can't move it out. You'd almost have to adjust it just to actually get it in front of you. So that's a problem. That's what I didn't do to my mic. I just used rubber bands, which probably isn't. It's probably super redneck, but I mean it works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's my main question for you. What should he do to make this his? Because right now it's anybody's setup. It's whoever.
Right. Yeah, I was about to say that next though. Is that simple? With simplicity you have to make your sacrifice, and that's personality. But if you want to fit simplicity with personality, that's one of the hardest things you can do in a setup, I'd say. But obviously, posters. I mean, I guess that would kind of ruin it. But I mean,
I mean, get a painting of, I don't know, a dog. Make it look, modern.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I can already tell he plays Minecraft, and he has a Steam application over there on his monitor. But yeah, the next picture he has, I like the chair. The chair is very nice.
It looks pretty cool. Yeah.
It's a better chair than I ever had. But yeah, but this is kind of a tip. I probably wouldn't actually do this, but I would get a HDMI cord and hook up your laptop there to one of your monitors, just to have another thing, so you wouldn't be having all the power converted all the way to just one monitor or 3 monitors. So that's what I do, but that's not.
There you go. So here's my question to you. Final question. If you had to give this a score, what would you give it?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Don't hurt his feelings.
Like I said, there's a lot of things wrong with this, but overall, it's a really, really nice setup. The theme is great. So, I would give it a 72.5.
72.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
72.5.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. 72.5 for Mr. What's his name? Craig's setup. There you go. So thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Time for the next person to hippity hop into the show. Introduce yourself. Where can they find you and stuff like that?
All right. So I don't really use Twitter, but you can find me on YouTube at Ducky the Gamer. It's pretty simple. That's like the only thing I use. So yeah, that's about it.
Boom! Wow, straight to the point. I like it. All right, man. The chat already. Okay, so yeah, actually, you are the second Sam. I just realized that. Huh,
yeah.
Interesting. How does it make you feel? Do you feel like your name isn't as unique as you want it to be?
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 other people who have the same name, but it's kind of odd.
Yeah.
Like 4 same names.
The world is weird, man.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it? All right, so let's hop into this setup. This setup is submitted by Jere. One of those.
Jere?
Yeah,
Jere.
we don't know, but he's from Finland. And how old do you think he is?
Okay, so on like the far left, you see like car keys. I think you might see car keys. So I mean, that's got to be like 16 plus.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go 17. This doesn't really look like a gaming setup, more like a productivity, because you don't see any like. I mean, it could be because with the mic and all that, like a recording. But I'm just gonna guess 17.
17. Okay. Well, you're wrong. Now you're gonna have to leave. All right. See you later.
He's butchered.
He's 19, and
not too bad.
Yeah. So 19. And you could kind of get the sense that he doesn't really care about life, but he does, because he has the soda cans, and it's like those are definitely not like special edition. That's called last night's Coke cans that I forgot to throw away.
That was the first thing I saw. I opened it up. I was like, this kid's got to be lazy.
Yeah, and then he's got a cow. You see that cow?
Yeah, I saw that. A cow, and then there's like a tube of something sitting on this paper. I was like, what is that cow doing there?
Yeah, and then he's Googling a Mercedes-Benz. So
really?
Yeah, look at that. Yeah. What is up with that? I don't know what he's doing. Then on the other one, he's looking at porn. No, I'm just kidding, he's not. Now, what do you think about his PC case not having the side panel?
Oh, I actually had that in my notes as well. The dust has got to be horrendous in that. Like, it's not even a case where you want to show it off. It's not like I got 980 NVIDIA graphics card. I got an i7, like all those high specs. It's just like a stock case without a side panel. It's not even like a pretty case, to be honest. So He's got to have some bad dust problems, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Say.
Now look at that cable management. That's like 10 out of 10, like super hot.
Yeah, I could only see one, and that's in the far right corner. I think that's where he has to plug it in.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
unless he rewires his house, he's not really gonna hide that cable. So you have notes. What other things are in your notes for this?
I'd say get a headset stand, because there's just a headset chilling there. Like,
yeah.
If you were to clean off your desk as well, you'd have so much space. Like, get rid of that cow, whatever it's doing. Get rid of the cans. You could put a headset stand where the cans are. Maybe move the mic away if you're not using it at the time, because if there's just a mic in front of your keyboard, you can't really use your keyboard, to be honest. Maybe get an extended mouse pad. It's up to him.
Yeah.
Also get a triple monitor display, because if you see, he's Jere rigging his monitors. He has a nice comic book, I think, in the left one, and then the right one, he has a really thin something, maybe another comic book. Don't really know. So these are all just things you can clean up your setup with. And also personality. He has almost none.
100%.
On the walls.
Totally agree. Yeah. People are a little mad. They're saying that the cow has to stay. So I think we can make an exception for that.
Okay, yeah, you can keep the cow, but cocaine's got to go.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I would agree with that. The personality thing, I totally agree with. It's not a bad setup. It's like...
Yeah, it's not...
It's really nice. It's just... Yeah, it just needs some love. And he said something about... Oh, I wish my mic, wasn't such a weird color and that my PC case was nicer. Well, here's a fun fact. You could get a new PC case, right? And then you could modify the mic if you really wanted to. I mean, it's totally a weird color.
Yeah, it is really odd.
It doesn't fit in with the rest of the room, so it's a little weird, but I totally agree. So here's the last question. What would you give this out of 100?
I'd have to say like a 60 or like 55, because its setup is good, but it can be a lot better. He's not like using all the potential that it can have. There's so much there, but he's just not utilizing it right.
Yeah, I totally agree. So bada bang, bada boom. Thanks, Sam number 2 for doing this. I appreciate it. All right, guys, we have the next co-host, hippity hopping word stuff. Here he is, Nick. Hey, Nick, how are you?
What's up, guys?
Hey. What's up?
Pretty much, I have the YouTube channel too, along with some other people, and it's called Pachunka TV, and Pachunka. I have a weird last name, okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say Pachunka, like.
Yeah, it's a weird last name.
It is what it is. Yeah.
But actually, it derived from Polish. It was like Pachunka before that. So.
Wow, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
So let's.
Neither do I.
Nice. So.
But yeah, pretty much I do tech reviews and the occasional vlog. So yeah.
Cool. Nice. So there you go, guys. Check them out. So here we go. Time to hurt people's feelings. This next setup is submitted by Sebastian. Sebastian is from Germany. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't even think
Germany.
Yeah.
We jamming. Yeah, whatever.
Anyways, so Sebastian's setup here, he did not give us an age, but can I just say, looking at this, I hate you because you have such a nice space for a setup and you did a terrible job. Terrible.
I noticed that. And you know what's really weird is the speakers are on the floor.
Yep, because sometimes you need to hear it at your crotch. People have, I don't know, people might have stuff down there where they hear it. I don't know. You know what I don't like? I don't like anything about this setup.
Neither do I, really. Everything is just so awkward, like the way it's laid out.
Yeah, like look at that desktop. It is like super freaking nice looking. And
oh, I know.
Look what he did to himself.
Awesome.
He threw himself into the corner, super awkward. And it's like, dude, I get it. You want to show off your PC, but don't sacrifice your ability to be comfortable in return.
Yeah,
you need
most
to
definitely.
Yeah, you need to put the computer on the left side and center yourself on the right side. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. You're gonna feel normal. Put your you can't even fit your damn speakers on the damn desk because of your damn decision to do damn things. Damn.
Exactly. What I really think he should do is put the thing in the corner, put like the front of it right there, facing towards the right, and then he can put his display with the 2 speakers. Done.
Yeah. Yeah. So he doesn't really seem to know what he's doing. I think he like really wanted to have his PC right next to him. And
I think that's right next to the door too. I feel like that's dangerous having it right there.
Hey, sometimes when you're a PC gamer, you just live dangerously, you know? You never know what's going to happen.
And then also, the cable management I thought was pretty damn good, except the problem is the stupid speaker cables on the floor.
It's like, dude, you're really ruining your setup here because it would have looked super clean, and then he did that. So, good job.
Also, good recommendation is a little bit more personality. I mean, I know you have the Doom 3 poster, but I just feel like it's bland. Are you feeling the same vibe there or no?
I mean, kind of, but I feel like with the games above, it kind of is like, boom, here's a little bit about me, and then right above that, he's got a little Doom thingamajig. So it's like,
Doom 3,
So it's like, okay, cool. Maybe something on that left one. It looks like he's got a drawing of sorts. Oh wow, it's
something
like an anime drawing. Wow, good job, dude. Did you trace it or?
Looks like a monkey or something like that. It's a monkey in a spacesuit.
Oh man. I would love to see. Idea. Yeah, I would love to see something else on that left side. But if you put the PC over there, then bada bing, bada boom, we don't really worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Other than that, also like the shelf. If you could get like a different colored shelf that would match your desk, that would look pretty rad.
Yeah, pretty rad. Yep, I agree with that.
Pretty rad, man.
Yeah, totally. So let's see. Here's the final question. What would you rate this out of 100?
He has the things to do it, but honestly, I just give him a 57, really, because I'm not feeling brutal. It. It's just really awkward.
Oh man, you just hurt his feelings, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah,
but I mean, would you agree with me there, or?
I don't know. I scored it. I'll have to look at the score at the end of the episode. Wink, wink, smile.
Guess I'm gonna have to wait.
Yeah. So there we go. Thanks for coming on, Nick.
Thank you for letting me on the show, man.
Yeah, of course. All right, we have our next co-host, Mr. Tanner. Where can we find you on the internet?
You can follow my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TannerThanU. Basically, all my stuff is I'm TannerThanU, TannerThanU. That'll be in the description.
Yeah, I like that username. That's a good play on.
Thank you.
Play on your name. So,
yeah.
There you go. I like it. All right, so I feel really bad. I'm sorry, Tanner. I gave him the worst setup of the episode, I'm pretty sure. And I know Austin, because it's his setup, he's probably like, dude, really? I'm right here. I'm watching your damn show, and you're talking crap about me. But yeah, seriously, this setup submitted by Austin. My man does not know what he's doing. Take a look at this. Now, okay, Tanner, right off the bat, what do you have to say about this? Because it's painful, I know.
Okay, all right. Well, all right. You knock him down. I'll try to build him up. All right. Okay. My favorite part about that was I noticed how he has mismatching monitors, but the way he oriented them is perfect because I have the same way. I have my 1080p centered, and then I have a smaller like 768 panel, and it is nearly impossible to like orient those perfectly. But I don't know how he managed to do that, but it looks fantastic in my opinion.
I just like it. It's so positive.
I'm just running through my list here. I like the headphone stand. I actually have the exact same like stand, except he makes better use of his than I do.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not sure if he has an Alienware PC if that's custom built. I like the LEDs, but man, you got to match that with the wallpaper. Like you got to like match that, and then obviously the cable's there. I feel like it'd be easy if you just pull that power strip behind the computer. I feel like that'd free up a lot of cables, and you can just zip tie the hell out of that.
Yeah.
And then some of my gripes, I guess. I also like how he matched the mouse to the keyboard. That was good. Like they're both red and black, but it doesn't really match the rest of it. But my only real gripe about it is he's got a lot going on in a very small space, and you got to get rid of the trash can. You know, the trash can's near your setup, that makes your setup trash. You can't associate.
Whoa, I like that. That's gonna be quoted for the rest of the time in this world. So I like that.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else on your list?
Get yourself a mouse mat, man. You'll never regret it. You'll never regret it.
Boom. So wow, that was like super positive to the point where I'm like, You know what? I kind of like this setup. No, I'm just kidding. I hate it. Okay, so let me get to this real quick. Let me get down and dirty. Listen, Austin, my man. What are you colorblind? Because I'm pretty sure you are. We got green, we got red, we got purple, we got a little bit of everything. And I don't know if you're colorblind. I'm sorry, because at least then it would make sense. But he didn't say that, so I'm gonna make the assumption he just doesn't know what he's doing. Now. Your problem is your desk and the fact that you have your Sunset Overdrive Xbox One box topped on top of more shoe boxes and boxes and boxes. You have a little bit of everything going on here. So what you need to do, Austin, is you need to get rid of almost everything. Then take your desk, jump on it, smash it into a million pieces, and get a new one that extends from the wall all the way over to where the shoe box is. Because then you have room to actually fit both your monitors on one piece of furniture. And, what is in front of your keyboard? I don't know, and I don't think I want to know, honestly, right? What is that?
It looks like something leather wrapped in a box with magic wands inside of it.
Magic wands, yeah, that's what they call it nowadays. I don't know.
He's going off to Hogwarts or something.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, I don't know what you're thinking, but like you said, you could easily fit the wires and stuff behind the computer. You can make it work. And people are like, no, he said the colorblind joke. I know. The last episode, I did a Helen Keller joke. Now I'm doing this. So, yeah, I need to be careful. Now the poster, I don't understand why you have a poster if it's not even visible. It's a calculator? That's a calculator? Oh, it's a calculator, dude.
It's a
Yeah, look at the way that the light shines on it. It looks leather, but it's not. I see what they're saying now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow.
I think that's actually a Destiny poster right there. I actually have one right here, or whatever. But show that shit off, dude. That's a cool ass poster.
Yeah. What is the other things with his calculator? Huh. I don't. That's
pens
weird.
And pencils, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just weird. I think this just needs a little bit of a cleanup. But yeah, so here we go. This is the big part, Tanner. What would you score this? Because you're super positive, but here's where you're gonna break them down. So go for it.
Judging off other people's scores and stuff, those are some pretty good setups compared to this. So I think I have to drop it to a 45.
Oh god. No, I agree.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but we'll see what I scored it later on, if you know what I mean. So thanks for coming on, Tanner. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Take care, man.
All right, guys, we have our next co-host, Carson. Where can they find you on the internet?
Well, I got my Instagram right here. I know it's kind of stupid that I wrote it like this, but I'm a noob. Laugh at me all you want. I'm going to get torn apart in the chat for this. And there's my Twitter down there. Don't have a YouTube channel.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's okay. You're going to make one eventually, right?
Yeah, probably.
All right, there you go. So make sure you guys check him out. His links will be down below. But now, of course, we're here to talk about setups. And this setup is submitted by Daniel. And how old would you guess Daniel is?
Well, you look at that little shelf he has behind the PC. He has like hats. He has the Adidas like colognes and deodorants. He's got all that decoration. He has a really nice PC. I like the case, and seeing the product boxes on the top, he's got good specs. He's got a 970. I was looking at this picture earlier, and I think that's a i5 690K up there. He's got real nice equipment, from what I can see, a nice Asus monitor. Again, he has a laptop there too. I'd say he's around 17.
He is 16, so you were really close.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a good guess. And he's from Holland, and he loves the show, so thank you for loving the show. So yeah, now right off the bat, this is a fairly clean setup to what we have seen so far. But that doesn't mean it's perfect by any means. So what are some things that you would change about this setup?
Well, that shelf with all the hats and cologne and stuff on it, if you could, I'd move that up some more or move it to the side, because the problem with the little snake coming from the back of the PC is because he has it scooched up so far on the other side of the desk. If he scooched it back a little bit more, you'd be able to hide those cables a little bit more. On the far right side of the desk, is that like an animal cage or something?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Get that off. Like, just slide it off, drop it to the floor.
But what if he has like little bunnies that he likes to play with when he's out of setup?
You don't need to see bunnies while you're working or playing video games. Like, you're sure focusing on the screen.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's a group of bunny lovers that are gonna start hating on you.
Yeah.
So just
again,
be careful.
I'm gonna get ripped apart in the comments for everything I say. Get a headphone stand. Like, again, I know a lot of people said this way too much, but if you have your headphones on the monitor, it looks ugly, and if you're not using your headphones and you want to be able to use the monitor, you're gonna have a huge space covered up by the headphones. An easy fix for that. I learned this from the show. Get a banana holder. It's like $5-10 at Walmart. It looks good and it can hold your headphones, no problem. Just do that.
Boom. See, I like that. I actually have not seen anyone with a banana holder yet. So
yeah, you just do that. I don't remember what episode I saw that on.
Yeah.
Desk looks nice. I think it's an IKEA desk. If you take a look under the main part of the desk where the monitor is, I'm not sure if that's a subwoofer or not. But try to find another place for it, because your like right leg when you're facing the monitor is just going to be crunched up by that subwoofer.
Yeah.
And it's going to be obnoxious to use.
Yeah.
It was in the last episode, the guy with the speakers mounted to his wall. Actually, that may have not been the last episode. But he had speakers mounted to his wall, and he had those little wire covers that you can paste onto your wall, and it hides the cables. You could do that with a subwoofer. It's kind of like an IKEA Signum, except it's not for under your desk.
Yeah.
Again, move the shelf up. I like the chair. The chair is really nice.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like that Dell laptop he has on the right side is just for show. Like, I can understand that he probably use it for work, but if that's not a permanent part of your setup, just get it off for the picture.
Yeah, no, I agree, because it's, I mean, I don't know, because he might use it a lot, but if you don't, well, actually, he has a nice laptop stand. That is a pretty nice
he does.
Yeah.
It's not like covering the trackpad or anything. So
yeah, this laptop looks like a freaking MacBook Pro. Such a ripoff.
It's a Dell.
No,
There's a product box. Yeah.
Yeah, but it just, I mean, you can't tell me that looks nothing like a MacBook Pro.
That's the thing, though. When you emailed me this picture, I saw it, and I was like, is that a Mac? And then I scrolled in, and I was like, oh, it's a Dell lookalike. Okay.
Yeah. So you made a lot of really good points about this setup, and I agree about most of them. I mean, the subwoofer, if you use it as a footrest, it's good. But what I would do is I would still kind of slide it over to the right side so you could hide that bunch of cables. I agree about having that PC moved a little bit further back so that the cable's not completely hanging out. Oh man, people are saying dill pickle. Yeah, because Dell.
Yeah.
The shelf, the second bottom shelf is kind of like in a weird position for me. I mean,
it is. That's what I noted.
Yeah. I mean, overall though, the monitor is super sexy. Really like it. And overall, it is a very nice, clean setup. But at the end of the day, you got to give it a score out of 100. So what do you give it?
Well, there's a few things that'd be missing if I was going to give it a higher score. Again, he has nice peripherals, but get a second monitor. Like, the width in between those two monitors, or you could even go triple. I mean, the stands are a little thick, but there would be almost no space in between those monitors, and it would look so good. You did good with the LED backlighting. I can't see any of the individual, like, glowing spheres that come out of LEDs. If I were to rate it fairly, the desk is a little skinny. He could do something about that. I would give it 56.
56. Man, everyone's so brutal today. But, I mean, if that's what you think, it's all personal preference. So, all right, man. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed my time on.
All right, guys. All right. Whoa. What the? Camden, dude. What are you doing?
Sorry.
All right, guys. We have the next co-host introducing Camden. Dude, where can they find you on the internet?
They can find me on youtube.com/radiationrayquaza, and yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So how'd you come up with that name? Because I don't even know what that means.
Rayquaza is actually a Pokemon. I'm not sure if you guys think it's childish, but I'm a huge fan of Pokemon. That's me and my friends playing all the time. And me and two other of my friends actually started YouTube channels, like my friend Liam. His name is Captain Kyogre, and my other friend is General Groudon, and then I'm Radiation Response. It's like the three. It's
like the Illuminati triangle, right?
Yeah,
that's what it is. Okay, cool.
The Illuminati triangle of Pokemon.
Dude, that's cool. I like Pokemon. I wish I was still into it, but it's been a while and I'm out of the game. Maybe I'll get into it. I'll start watching your videos and see what's up. So
alrighty.
Cool. So make sure you guys check out his videos. Now, here we go. It's time to get into this setup submitted by Gene Christoph, aka Fluffy, aka Shinobi, aka he has like 30 names, but he's from Canada. And how old do you think he is?
Okay, well, I see the PC. It looks pretty good. Okay, so the monitors, he looks like he's got a Corsair keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. This is totally on, I'm basing this all on the ultra-wide monitor. He is 16.
Huh. Dude, you were so close. He is 15. So, boom.
Oh, no!
See, it's close. You don't win the surprise, but it's okay. Just kidding. There's no surprise. So, taking a look at this, man, at the end of the day, this is your setup. Let's pretend. What are you going to do to make it better?
Well, I definitely looked at the ground and I saw, hey, the cable management is spot on. But then I look behind the monitors.
Yeah.
And I see a couple wires that he could do some stuff about. But in the end of the day, it's really not major.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe like zip tie them together and have, like, again, the IKEA Signum, or you can have them running.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah, you can have the cables running under the desk instead of on top, and then run it through the IKEA Signum.
Yeah.
And then you can do that. I like his gear. He's got a Logitech mouse. I really do. I have full Logitech gear. I had a Logitech headset, mouse pad, keyboard. I have all that stuff. So I'm really digging the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Corsair keyboard. Nice cherry LEDs or red LEDs. I really do like it. The only thing I see lacking right now is a mouse pad.
Okay.
I really do not. Get a mouse pad, dude. It's gonna help you in the long run. And one of the big things I would say, get rid of the Samsung monitor. Yeah. The ultra wide monitor is already too big as it is. It's leaning off the left side of the desk. So if you would just get rid of the Samsung monitor and then center the ultra wide, that'd make it look 10 times better.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Do you have is there like another person watching you right now?
Yes. I
was a little worried because I saw like the shadow come over. I was like, is he about to die?
My house is haunted.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I actually, no.
I was just worried, man. I was just worried.
Don't worry, man.
Yeah.
I see that he's got a PSP on the left side of the desk. I'm not sure if he plays that a lot, but if it's just kind of something that's there, I always do this. If it's just stuff that's sitting there that you're not going to use, get it off your desk, go throw it in like a drawer or something, and
I agree.
Wait until you're going to use it. You want to get your setup as clean as possible. But if you play it all the time, you want it to be handy, just in reach, then you can just keep it there.
Boom. I like it. I like what you're thinking. Now this is, I'm going to quickly throw out what I think. What I would do is I do this. I take the PC and I put it on that left side, because why do you have a gap right there? If you're going to keep the gap, put the PC there, and then boom, your cable management's going to be even better because it's all kind of solidified in that one section. I agree. Get rid of the Samsung display. You don't need it. Center that nice ultra wide. Looks really good. Clean up the little accessories that you don't need on your desk. Good, and extend the mouse mat. Put it right there. Boom, 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 boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm right. All right. Okay. So this is the biggest part of the show. What would you score this setup?
Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff that I like, and there's a lot of stuff that he needs to either get rid of or get for his setup. He needs. Let me count really quick. I'm gonna see if he has more pros and cons.
Okay.
That. Get rid of that. That. Okay, he's got more pros definitely. I got that counted up. I really do like the setup overall. It's a really nice. I think I'm going to give him a 71.
70. I think you're actually the highest scoring co-host so far. So good job for not hurting anyone's feelings. I like all your different stuff, and yeah, I'll check you out on YouTube and stuff. Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. All right, we have the next co-host. His name is Michael, but it's also Greg, but it's not. Who are you and where can we find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/muck_fashin. You can switch the M and the F, and that's the same spelling.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why I asked if I can swear earlier.
Yeah, no. Because I don't know if you saw, the person before this was not too old, pretty young. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's an interesting username. How'd you even come up with that?
I actually stole it from PSN. I saw someone in a random Call of Duty lobby, and I was like, I love that name. I'm gonna take it. So and now it's everywhere.
Now we know he is he steals. It's all right. Theft happens on a daily basis. But yeah, so today you were super lucky because you're going to be going over Marten's setup. Yay, Marten from Netherlands. How old do you think Marten is?
Oh, man. I'm going to guess he's 15.
15. I think he cheated, man. All right, guys. I found out Mike, Greg, whatever his name is, he cheated because, yes, he's 15. How'd you know that?
I don't know. I could just tell by the 4x3 monitor and the boxes everywhere. Seems kind of something a younger me would do. True.
I agree. All right. So taking a look at this, before I even ask for your initial thoughts on the whole setup, what about the boxes and the boxes alone? What are your thoughts?
Oh, God, the boxes have to go. It's way too cluttered with them. I know you want to show off your awesome hardware and everything that's in your PC, but, like, put them in a closet or, like, get a shelf or somewhere. Just put them anywhere besides on top of your desk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I have mine in my closet right now on display.
Oh, someone just opened up Capture Smile in Google Hangouts.
What?
So your camera went off.
Oh,
it's okay. This is called fun live stuff. There you go. Okay, keep going. What else you had to say about the setup?
Get an IKEA Signum, hide that nasty power bar, and you can use the promo code swashin for 0% off.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you can. It's a real thing, guys. If you don't know, if it says coupon doesn't work, it's because it already applied the 0%. So
exactly.
Yeah. So what else would you have to say?
I would get a mouse pad for your mouse because that surface doesn't look like it's very good for tracking your mouse. Maybe even get an extended one because those look freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and they're not that expensive too.
Yeah. Now, what are your thoughts on the poster that's put over the cork board?
I actually have that in my notes somewhere. Where was it?
Oh, notes. Yeah.
Oh, maybe frame it? I don't know. I don't think it's too wrinkly on that cork board.
Yeah.
Doesn't look.
And that's not what a cork board is for. Last time I checked.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong.
But like a calendar or something. Get organized. You're 15. You're in school. Get a calendar. Organize.
Boom. There you go. So, if this was your setup, what would you change? Other than obviously we went over the boxes and stuff like that. What would you change immediately?
I'd probably change the microphone setup.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a Samson USB cardio mic, so I'd recommend you flip it upside down so you have it like this, like I have mine, and then put it like off to the far left. That way you can bring it down so it doesn't block your extra monitor.
Yeah.
And then have it like 6 inches from your mouth so it sounds the best.
Is that the thing? 6 inches from your mouth? Is that what
6
it's
inches from your mouth?
Yeah, I usually don't do that. I usually just keep it in front of my mouth because I like the
cram
feel
it
of
right
it.
there.
Yeah, it just feels good on my mouth. You know, that sounds weird. Okay, someone's gonna cut that audio clip. Ah, damn it. But yeah, so when I look at this, I totally agree. The boxes are just overkill. You know, we saw a setup before where the people, they had, you know, a shelf of a couple of nice boxes. Cool, that worked out. That was good. But then you get people like this that are trying to build, you know, a house out of boxes. It's
a little fort.
Yeah, no se puede, no thank you. I don't like that. And I think that, you know, the Signum, he bolted the desk to the wall. That one table leg is probably quite annoying.
Yeah, that's probably not the nicest for legroom.
But I understand if you didn't do that, it would all collapse. So what I would say is possibly, you know, choosing, I don't know, would you choose left and then have something on the right, like dual setups? I don't know. It's maybe, a hard decision.
Have like your laptop set up on the other side.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just both sides have a lot of room. It just looks awkward. I don't know. It really, really, really depends. But yeah, people are saying that we're lagging, but I don't understand how we're lagging because we're still.
Maybe
streaming.
we're dropping frames. I don't know. You got. Oh! I see my webcam's still a little laggy. I don't know.
Well, it's all good because we're recording this. Plus, I'm going with no dropped frames so far on Wirecast. So, anyways, from what I see, it really just needs. Once you remove the boxes, you're gonna need to put personality. Trust me, the boxes were not giving a personality, but it was at least covering up all your empty space. So.
Yeah. Also, what's that he's resting his headphones on? It looks like a water bottle to me.
A futuristic water bottle. That's what it looks like.
You can see right here, I have a little back scratcher.
Mm-hmm.
I actually cut it up and hot glued it to the bottom of my desk. That way I can use it as a headphone hook.
Boom.
It costs like $2. I got the back scratcher from the dollar store.
See, that's the kind of stuff I go for, a dollar store. That's what it's all about. Boom.
Under $2.
Under $2. That's what it's all about. All right. So this is part of the show where you hurt someone's feelings. What would you score this?
Oh, man. I see everybody lowballing them. So
Yeah. What's up with that?
Can I rate it out of 50 and separate them?
But if you rate it out of 50, then we just double it and we get the score out of 100.
Ah, that's smart. So probably for the cable management, I'd give them like a 5.
Just like one whole number, like boom, out of 100.
Right.
Boom.
Oh, maybe a 63.
63. Boom. Okay. 63. There you
Not
go.
that bad, but could use some improvement.
Yeah. So there we go. Thanks for coming on, Michael, Greg, whatever your muck machine.
No problem.
I almost said the wrong. I almost flipped it. Okay. Anyways, let's go on to the next person. All right, guys. We have our next co-host, another Michael. Where can we find you on the internet?
On Twitter at @Colarusso_. I'll put it in the chat because you're probably not going to know how to spell that.
And it'll be in the description for everyone watching later on, which is good. So there you go. And where else can we find you?
That's it.
That's it. Boom. So right to the point. See, he's really right to the point. I like that. All right. So today we're going to be taking a look at Patrick's setup. So here it is. And this is probably the best thing ever. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save the second photo until later on in the review. So
the second one.
Yeah, because that one, that's a funny one. But
the one with the kick-ass jellyfish?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
That's great.
All right, so taking a look at this, what are your initial thoughts?
All right, well, I like the desk itself, but the wire management, it's good, but, I mean, you could just fix it, and it could be perfect, so why not?
Yeah.
The boxes, I mean, I like the boxes, but there's a lot. And what's up with that sailboat? Like, that's going to fall on him any second.
Yeah. That's an interesting one, though. I like it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on above, but I do like the desk.
Yeah, it's I'm going to make the assumption it's just another IKEA desk, so I like that. It works out.
Yeah, I think he said that in the other picture.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. It's a good one. So my big question is it too overwhelming?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the top is, but I like the desk a lot.
Okay, so you like the bottom. So you're more of like, I like the bottom, not the top kind of guy, you know?
Well, he does have a lot of personality, so I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah. Sometimes you could kind of go overboard. So now that you kind of just like quickly went over it, let's show the next photo. This is probably my favorite thing ever.
Okay.
He labeled everything. Let's go on a little tour here. He has memories. Isn't that cute? Yeah. Then he's got a magic conch shell. My bad. He's got the kick-ass glow-in-the-dark jellyfish. Who doesn't like to show off their boxes? Me. Then let's see. He's got filled with water. Cool. Shit he made in elementary school. He's got a vintage Mountain Dew can. Okay. He has America F yeah. This is really a whole shrine of America. Cool ass temperature thing. He's got pretty obvious what these are. Okay. He's got coasters. He's got a lamp. He has something that's not even plugged in. That's a nice stereo system to keep right there.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just put that down and put some stuff from that top right shelf down there to make it look less cluttered.
Yeah. Let's see. He's got that's can you hear that?
Yeah, what is that?
That's someone mowing the lawn next door. Damn it! But anyways,
Great.
We have an awesome headphone hanging bracket, edge of queen size sleep number 5000. It's a headphone cable. Deal with it. Oh, okay, all right. I see how it is. Milk crate holding all his power cables, hard drive. So he's got a little bit of everything, as we can see.
Yeah.
I still think that this is like one of the funniest photos I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So now that we kind of know what's going on, we can tell he really likes America. He has a lot of memories, and he likes his boxes. Now, hey, Patrick. Hey, man. Listen, Patrick. This is what you're going to do. You're going to take a lighter, and you're just going to set everything on fire and start fresh. No, I'm kidding. I think the same thing as you. Like, come on. You have this stereo system that's not even plugged in. Why is it there? Right? It's stupid. Really stupid. Exactly. It's just overwhelming. Cable management's not awful, but I don't even care about the setup. What was that?
It could be perfect though if you were to just take some zip ties or Velcros and fix the wires going to the subwoofer and tuck that DVI cable back into there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the monitors, there's some issues under the monitors, but same thing there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I also think that like the keyboard, I don't know why it's at that angle. If he does that all the time, I don't know.
How is he gonna sit with that leg right there?
Yeah, maybe it's in the crotch. We don't know. It could be. We don't know. And the other thing is, he even tells us this. Other speaker is hidden. Well, that's not good. That's not good.
I think it's hidden between like the monitor and the PC. I don't think it's like behind the monitor. I think we just can't see it because of the angle.
Hopefully. That's a good point. Hopefully. We don't have another angle, so we can't really tell. But yeah, I think that really comes down to, I like the bottom. I don't like the top. It's too much, dude. It is.
Yeah, definitely.
But hey, man, personality, you just did it. You did it.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. So yeah, now the hardest part. What would you score this? Because this is a hard one to score.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a 55.
Damn, everyone is so rough today. 55, but I think that's a good score for something like this.
Yeah.
Because I think we all know why. Yeah, Patrick, come on, man. Well, there we go. Thanks for coming on the show, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
All right, guys, we have our next co-host. Give it up for Jesse. What's up, dude? How can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at Twitter at JesseRhymer1. Because Jesse Rymer was taken.
Oh, but you did one because you're like, hey, I'm number one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so the setup that we're going to look at today is submitted by Roberto, and it is an interesting setup, to say the least.
It is. It's pretty crazy.
So we have his age. So taking a look at this, how old do you think he is?
Okay, well, looking at the setup, I think he's at least 16, but I'm going to go for 17.
Oh, man, dude. He was literally 16. You
no
were on
way.
It. Yeah, you were on it. And you're like, it's good, but I'm going to go up one more. So it's all right. Yeah, it was a close one. You tried. It is what it is. So taking a look at this, what do you have to say? And quickly, I want to let everyone know watching that this is his room. This is his whole room, this second photo. But we're not really critiquing that. It's just cool to see he's got the LED underglow and all that cool stuff. But we're looking at the setup. So taking a look at the setup, what do you have to say?
I want to give him props for his wire management.
Mm-hmm.
He did a killer job. Like, he hit it, like, I think he put it in the wall, and it's coming out of the wall there in the bottom.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. And yeah, he just did a good job. I think he can hide it a little better underneath there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe just put something in front of that. But the wire management, yeah, it's really good. I don't like how the keyboard and mouse, how they're different. Like, they're not matching. The keyboard's completely white, and like it looks like a Mac keyboard, and then he's got the gaming monitor.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like the speakers. They're in proper position. They're facing at him from the left and from the right.
Yep.
And he's got a good monitor. It's wall mounted. It's really nice and clean. And yeah, the top is just clean. He's going for the simplistic look.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like it. And I also like that he has the USB hub on the bottom there, like on top of his computer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To add extra USBs.
Nice. Yeah. I'm just looking at it. I like the desk. I like kind of like what's going on here. And I totally agree with the cable management. This is something that I would want to I want to cover it up. I want to
yeah, because he did such a good job on the top. It's just the bottom he didn't really try.
Yeah, it's amazing that it's all coming out of the wall and it's super awesome. But what I would do
He's got that wire cover right there right underneath the monitor. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the wires covered inside that thing.
Yeah, which is great. I would just get a cover for the bottom, something to cover up all the outlets and such. Because if you do that, then you're not going to see everything happening down below, and it's going to look super cable managed and amazing and magical and yay. So since there's not really personality here is just simplistic, I guess.
Yeah.
There's nothing that makes it say this is my setup. Is there something that you would add though that wouldn't really kill the simplicity, but would also make it his?
Well, first off, change the keyboard if you're gonna go for that gaming mouse. Change the keyboard, make it look like it matches with the keyboard or with the mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Get a mouse pad because I don't think that the mouse works well on that table. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Just add stuff to the desk. It looks way too simplistic. That you have that big desk room. You don't have the monitor standing on it, so you have a whole bunch of room on there that you could work with.
Yeah, I would say get an extended mouse mat or something like that. But I don't know if the mouse glides pretty well on that tabletop, then I kind of like how it's simplistic. But if it doesn't, then you should definitely have something under that. But an RGB mechanical keyboard would look pretty badass here. But you might prefer the chiclet style. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, it's all personal preference. And I think that also the keyboard and mouse are a little shifted to the right more so than in the center, which I find weird. I don't know. It's a little weird. Yeah, like you said, speakers are nice. The lamp's a little random, but I guess...
What's that thing underneath or right beside the lamp there, that white box?
That's, I'm going to make the assumption it's a time capsule. From Apple, or it's a Airport Express or whatever. It's one of those Apple products. But yeah, what do you think about do you mind the remotes there? I mean, I don't think it's terrible, but
no, it's not terrible. They're cleaned up. They're nicely placed, but he could put them in a drawer or something, or just hide them for the picture.
Yeah, no, I agree. And just taking a look at the room as a whole, because it is pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it's got that nice glow above and below, and it's got nice shelves and stuff. Is this the kind of room that you would want?
No, just because it seems a little too crammed.
Okay.
Too small for me, but I do like the LEDs. You're right. I just don't like how they're different colors. If you can change them, if they're changeable colors, he should have changed them all to the same color for the photo.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're different colors, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Especially since he's got that killer purple one in the first photo.
Yeah.
And then on the second one, it's orange and red.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so here we go. This is the part. Don't hurt his feelings too much, but actually, you might give him a good score. What would you give him out of 100?
Out of 100, I'd say 75, maybe.
Really? 75?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yep. All right, guys, we have our next co-host, Nate. What is up, dude? Where can we find you on the internet?
I'm on YouTube at Nate Muz, and then I don't really use Twitter, so you can find me on Instagram at Muzquiz. I post a lot of videos on there and computer setups.
Awesome. Cool. Go check them out, guys. All right, so I think you're probably one of the luckiest people on today's show because we're taking a look at a awesome setup. A lot of personality, very clean, very different. I like it, so let's take a look at it. This setup is submitted by James Michael Daniels. He's got 13 names. And he said instead of giving his age, he's just going to say he's a grown-ass man. So I like that. That's cool. He actually apparently works for the government, and he's in Washington, D.C., which is crazy. Okay. So now we know a little bit more about him. Man, there are a lot of stuff on the desktop. Just he's got a lot of personality. He's a Cowboys fan, not really a fan of that. But what do you have to say? Because there is a lot going on. Do you like it or is it good?
I like it a lot. I think that he has the stuff that he needs readily available to him, but it's not cluttered. I see that he's got a camera on the far right, and it looks like maybe behind his chair there's some tripods and stuff. So if he's into photography, I think it would have been cool to have some better pictures for his wallpapers, maybe some stuff that he took himself, or replace that super creepy sketch above his desk chair over there. It's like a little girl. That kind of tripped me out a little bit.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's got a lot of good personality. I really dig the Darth Vader mug on the desk. But as far as some stuff that I think he could change, first thing, get rid of the Mac Pro, get a PC in there. But if that is, what he uses, if that is what he uses, I think he's making good use of it. He's got a couple external drives hooked up, a lot of USBs that he can use. I think that if he was to move on the far right by the little Groot pop figure, if he took that off the desk and hot glued it underneath like Barnacles does, I think he'd still have good access, but you wouldn't see those power bricks so easily. And then as far as that black cable that runs across the carpet on the bottom, just get one of those little plastic white, cable hiders and attach it to the baseboard there. And then the only other thing that I could think of really is where he's got the outlet and you can see the cable coming out. Just get another piece of wood that's white and stick it on the back of your desk there, so you literally would not see any cables. And I think it'd be super, super clean at that point.
Yeah, I agree. You nailed a lot of things on the head. And what I like about this, normally, because there's a category accessories, and normally I don't really give that a good score because no one really has any accessories. This guy, though, he's got his Scarlett 2i2. He's got all these USB hubs, hard drives, amps, just everything you can imagine. And I love it because it screams IKEA, but at the same time, it has personality. People are wondering, because I guess some people aren't from America, so they don't understand like football. That is a Dallas Cowboys helmet, which is also a really cool addition. So yeah, that's not a life-size helmet. He doesn't actually wear that, just in case you were wondering. He's got the cool pop vinyls, a little bit of everything, and it really shows that he's into. Really, I'm pretty sure he's a fan of anything, because I see a little bit of every little genre thrown into the setup.
I see chats blowing up. They're saying banana holder for the headphones, so I definitely agree. And I think this is a good example of somebody that actually took the time to kind of stage the photo that they sent you. He detached the cable from his headphones, so you can still see he's got Audio Technicas, but there's not a cable just running into nowhere. You can see that he's got the Xbox controllers and the camera on the one side, and you can tell that he's got one of those nice chairs. But it still shows off everything, and it's not super cluttered. And what do you know? There's no trash can in the picture.
Yeah, that's a first. I really, really like that. Now, if I was going to complain at all, I would say the right side. It looks like you have a lot going on, but that looks like your work table where you have like all your gadgets and your equipment, your hardware and stuff like that. So I would kind of excuse what's happening in the bottom right. But I would like to see like the whole room. I want to see like what you're working with. That would be pretty cool. And I agree about like the wallpapers too, because if you take a lot of, photos of landscape or whatever you do, why not use it as your wallpaper instead of like Fantastic Four and stuff like that. So last thing before you score it, if this was your setup, what is one thing that you would change right away? Other than the Mac.
I was going to say I would use the Mac Pro as a trash can. But I think if there was one thing that I would change, I don't know, like the speaker stands, like they're cool, they do their purpose, but I feel like if I'm sitting that close to my computer, I don't really need speakers that are that big. I'm a big headphone user.
Okay.
And to me, I just think that they take up a lot of space, even though they're not on the desk itself. I would just get rid of those, but I'm sure he uses them.
Yeah. If he does a lot of video editing and stuff like that, he probably wants like that cinematic feel, I guess. Yeah. I don't know, but at least they're nice, and he has them pointing at him, unlike a lot of other people we've seen on the show.
They're not on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Crotch speakers. So taking a look at this, what would you score it out of 100?
You can definitely tell he put a lot of effort into his setup and in everything that he's done. So I'm going to give him an 88 just because I still think there's a little bit of room for improvement, but it's definitely the cleanest one that I've seen on the show so far today.
Boom. It's funny. I'm pretty sure you're like within 2 points of the score I actually gave him. So
yes.
See, wow, we're on the same page. So there we go. Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yep. All right, guys, we have our final co-host of this episode, this very long episode, yet fun. So give it up for Mr. Kurt. How you doing, Kurt?
Hi, I'm good.
Where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at kurtgrosser.com.
Yeah, and he sounds like he's doing a voiceover or something like that. It's like, Kurt, you can find me at kurtgrosser.com, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, this setup, are you ready to talk about this setup? It's a nice setup.
It is a very nice setup.
Yeah, so let's take a look at it. This setup is submitted by Troy, and like I said, close competition to the one that we just saw in terms of scores and things like that. But yeah, so how old do you think he is? Trick question, he's not young.
He's not young.
Yeah.
Okay, I am getting roasted in a Skype chat.
Just close Skype, damn it, we're doing this.
So I would say 18.
18. I just said he's not. Oh god. Okay. He's.
Oh wait, not that young.
Yeah, he's like not normal
maybe,
age for our show. Not that he's
like,
old. He's not old.
Okay, he's not old, but maybe like 26.
36.
36. Damn.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not hurt his feelings. I mean, Jesus.
Well, no, I'm saying my guy's got paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this setup is super, super awesome. Like I said, guys, it is a close competition to the other one, but did it do better than the other one? I don't know. We'll have to see in just a second. But anyways, this setup is, first off, vacuum floor, sign of maturity. I like it.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
The PC looks pretty friggin' baller. Not gonna lie.
That is the dopest PC I've seen. I love the ROG logo on the side. The guy's got a 295X2, so you know he's set for performance.
He knows what he's doing. That's basically what we're getting at here. So it's pretty dope. He's got a ton of like little figurines, but he did not go overboard. That's one thing I really, 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 really like about this setup is he has personality, but he didn't overdo it. Much like the last guy, they kind of kept it to like, you know, minimal. They didn't want to go crazy.
Yeah, his was minimalistic. This guy's like, here's what I like, and I'm not gonna like shove it in your face like I like this and you must know.
Exactly. Yeah. 100% agree with that. Now, what are your thoughts on like the? Oh man, this shot. Hold on. Okay, never mind. What are your thoughts on like the TV?
The TV is a bit awkward. I don't like that it's right behind the blind.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the cables are well hidden, as you can see. He's got the little cable management thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I like the picture. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, it's I mean, that's not real, right? No.
But it seems kind of awkwardly placed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess he's just trying to make it work. I've seen this desk in person before. It's big. It's pretty damn big, but making a setup like this work is going to be hard. That's why you can tell it's a bit awkward with the way the triple monitors are set up. Very nice displays, but you can tell his mouse pad is kind of rotated to one way, although it's not. You know what I mean?
And it's bothering me so much that his keyboard and his mouse pad, they're like just a tiny smidge hanging off the desk, and it's driving me so mad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's aggravating.
Yeah.
But it's not the end of the world. We're nitpicking. You guys have to understand, because I always get this where people are like, you know, oh, why do you have to choose stupid things to rant about? It's like, this setup is so damn good that we have to do that.
This setup is so damn good that I might dub it the cookie done killer.
Oh, well, it's not. Sorry.
It's not, but it's close.
Yeah, it's a dope ass setup. But here come my my actual complaints. Taking a look at the left side, you're gonna see that speaker, right? And it's
right.
I don't think it's covered by the iPad. It's probably just an angle. I don't think it is. Regardless, it's there. Okay. Now, where is the right one? Oh, there it is, below the desk on the side storage bin. Yeah. No se puede. Not.
I'm just gonna lose some sound here. You know, no big deal.
Yeah. You know, it's just a chunk of sound. It's not a big deal. So that I didn't really get. I like the camera on the side. I like some of the accessories over there. It's pretty cool. The printer, obviously that's a dedicated printer slot, so that's good. I like the artwork. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to get posters. You could just get, you know, nice 3-piece artwork.
Oh yeah.
Throw it up. It looks good. He's got his headphones over there.
It works really well there.
Yeah, everything looks really, really, really nice. So, if this was your setup, what is the first thing that you're going to change about it?
Where he puts his headphones.
Oh, that's okay.
That hanging headphone cord is just, it's like,
well,
my OCD is just like, what is that for?
The thing is, he's probably using it like when he sits at his computer. So when he's not, he just puts it up and he's not in the room. So.
But other than that,
really quiet.
Other than that, I'd have to say the TV. It seems awkwardly placed.
Okay, so you just don't like it. Would you go without the TV?
I mean, if the guy sits there and watches movies, then maybe. But it kind of works and it kind of doesn't. It seems almost out of place, but in place.
Okay. All right. Well, now is part of the show where you have to give us this score out of 100. What do you give this?
I would say a 92.
92. Okay. All right. Well, hey, Kurt, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right. So now mute your mic and let me do my job.
Will do.
All right. So before we get everyone else in here, it's part of the show where I give it scores because we didn't have like an actual co-host. We had 12 to be exact. I just took my score and I doubled it just to keep it kind of like, in line with the other scores from other episodes. So taking a look at these setups, we will go one by one. So, I forgot to show the second photo. Ooh, that's sexy. Okay, I like that. Anyways, okay. First setup was submitted by Brad. Brad walked away with a 50. We got Craig walking away with a 36. We got Jere, whatever his name is, walking away with a 54. We have Sebastian walking away with a 52. Austin walking away with a 24, which is well-deserved. Good job. We have Daniel walking away with an 80. We have Gene walking away with a 44. Martin walked away with a 58. Patrick walked away with a 72. Roberto walked away with an 80. Then we have James walked away with a 90, coming in first place, followed behind Troy with an 88. Super, super close. Just a couple of things. What really killed Troy's score is the usability. He had a 9, a 10, a 9, and a 10, and then a 6. So super close, but really the speaker killed it. But there you go, guys. That is episode number 50. Yeah, it's probably a really long episode, but it was fun and I enjoyed it. So thanks guys for watching. Don't forget, my name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly. And thanks guys for co-hosting with me. I appreciate it. You guys could say hi. You want to say hi? You say hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yay.
Thank you, Matt.
Yay.
Thanks, Matt.
Yay.
Thanks, Matt.
Yay. Okay, we're going to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the Flippity Flop.
Flop.
Boom. God damn it. There's so many people in here stealing my